Are your natural sleep supplements actually safe, or do you just think they're safe because they're natural? Well, let's talk about it. Our body is designed to stay awake during the day and asleep at night. This is called our circadian rhythm. But with late working hours and extended screen times on our phones and laptops, we laugh in the face of our sleep cycles and then take sleeping pills or melatonin to help us fall asleep. A study from UC San Francisco showed that adults who used either over-the-counter or prescription sleep medications on a near daily basis had a higher risk of developing dementia. There are several other studies out there also showing that prescription sleeping pills are terrible for you, which is not what I'm going to talk about today, because when it comes to melatonin, it's not so black and white. So let's talk about three things. What is melatonin? Are there any side effects? And is melatonin actually safe? So what is melatonin? Melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, is produced in the brain and is mainly responsible for managing your circadian rhythm and sleep cycle. Melatonin also plays roles in managing immune function, blood pressure, as well as our levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, all of which play roles in affecting how tired we feel. Because it's safer to use than most other sleep medications, use of melatonin has gone up over the past 2 decades. However, melatonin does have some side effects. Among common side effects of headaches and perhaps most important to note, daytime drowsiness, there are other less common side effects, including vivid dreams and nightmares and short-term feelings of depression. But is melatonin safe? Well, because melatonin is not a prescribed medication, the answer to this has to do with dosage. Medical professionals at Johns Hopkins and UCLA recommend low doses, about 0.5 milligrams taken 2 to 3 hours before bed, or 5 milligrams taken 30 minutes before bed if you suffer from insomnia. They also recommend not taking melatonin every night. However, according to a study out of Harvard Medical School, about 10% of melatonin users exceed this recommended dosage. Now, while that study I talked about earlier from UCSF did not implicate daily use of melatonin in causing dementia, the health effects of long-term use of melatonin are still unclear and being investigated. An additional concern is that about 26% of melatonin products also contain serotonin, a hormone that plays a role in changing mood, learning, and memory processes. Serotonin is a strictly controlled substance which is often prescribed to treat depression. However, serotonin supplementation can cause a variety of side effects, the mild ones being anxiety and serious heart problems. When taken with melatonin, serotonin can cause severe drug reactions, including muscle rigidity, seizures, even death. And since over-the-counter melatonin is branded as a supplement, it's not subject to regulation by the FDA in the United States like prescription medications are, which means that there is little regulation to ensure that melatonin supplements are completely free of serotonin. So, is it okay to take melatonin? Well, while occasional use of melatonin is generally considered safe, taking melatonin products regularly, especially those laced with serotonin, may lead to these negative health effects and should be avoided. Honestly, it would just be better to train your brain to fall asleep by reducing your exposure to blue lights from smartphones or laptops before bed, reducing the temperature of your room at night, and developing a sleep time routine, including things like reading a book, yes, a physical book, deep breathing or meditation, or taking a warm bath or shower. Your brain and body love a good routine, so it's best to give them what they want. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, here's to your health.